Hump day. Should the Packers start panicking?
Can the Padawan become the Jedi?
And who was the NBA Cup champion that just happened?
All this and more next on the Scottie and Sto Show. I'm Scotty.
What up, y'all? I am Sto. How are we today, Mr. Postman?
We wishing we were at the Good Time Tavern, 125 North Livermore, California. We thank
So
them for
true,
their
so true.
thank them for their sponsorship. How's the postman? Beat and exhausted.
All
This
right. Well, I've got good
Christmas
news for you,
rush.
though.
You got good news.
I do.
Give
Your
it to
New
me.
York Knickerbockers are the early season champions of the NBA.
And we beat the Spurs. I thought that was cool because I thought the Spurs were definitely, when healthy, probably going to be one of the better teams to play here in the next 10 years. So, show them
Yeah,
that we're still better than them. We better get one now or two or, you know, hopefully beat OKC in the finals right
yeah,
now.
no, it was kind of fun. It didn't seem like the whole cup had much of a jolt, the way the NBA intended it. But this final game did have a little meaning, although it was on like Amazon Prime or something. So I don't know how many people actually saw it. But it was fun to see the players enjoy it, the champion team holding up the trophies, and the Knicks. Like, I'd always kind of favored you guys in a one game scenario, but today you did it with your bench guys. Like, so I wanted to give out a shot to your boy Tyler Kolek and Jordan Clarkson. They were there almost the whole fourth quarter making it happen. So good job, those guys.
So you're saying I was right about my boy from Marquette.
I mean, just
And
because he's had one good game.
listen, it's a lot of good G League games. And good move by the Knicks picking up Clarkson in the free agency for that off the bench scoring when he's having a good night kind of guy. So, and apparently last night was that night, or tonight was that night. So good for Jordan Clarkson. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
shout out Knicks for winning that. I think we came close last year. I think it had a bigger buzz last year. I would have to say that it didn't seem to make the headlines as much this year as it did last year. But of course, last year was the inaugural year, right? That was its first time ever doing this
I think
little
this is our third. So yeah, and it's kind of gone down in intensity the whole time, but the
right.
championship game is still fun.
Sure, that game's going to be good. But the remembering what game you're watching and is it one of the games for the cup? I don't know. I don't know. It's a goddamn basketball game.
Right? The third Thursday of the month. I don't
Yeah,
know.
what? When is it? I don't fucking know. So yeah, I didn't seem to have that much enthusiasm towards it this year. So I spent the last year getting my ass kicked, so everything doesn't have much enthusiasm right now to me. So I was like, huh? Oh yeah, the basketball thing. Good job. Go Knicks. But no, proud of the Knicks. Um, are you proud of the Niners?
Am I proud of the Niners? Let's just say that we played Tennessee Titans and Cam Ward is still not very good. That whole team's not very good. I mean, we scored on our first five possessions and just kind of put it in cruise control. The same problem with the defense we always have. No sacks, very few pressures. I mean, we did play kind of a soft, gimmicky defense. Took whatever they want underneath. I think our safety had 10 tackles leading the team. So that's kind of an indication on where we just let them catch the ball and we tackled them. Purdy was pretty elite. Juwan Jennings and Kittle were also very good. The young kid back in action. He got hurt twice, so I'm not sure if Ricky Bullets is going to be back or not next week. Fingers crossed. We head to Indianapolis and take on the Philip Rivers led Colts, which I think is going to be a tougher game than most anticipate. I expect them to put up a fight, kind of like they did with Seattle. I mean, I don't intend on kicking field goals. I intend on punching the ball into the end zone. So, victory for the Niners. We keep rolling. We got some interesting games coming up, which we'll talk about in the trivia section. But yeah, it's a good time to be a Niner. I mean, like I said in the beginning of the year, I have no clue what could happen. Possibilities are endless, and what is it, 10-4, 11-4 is probably the top end of what I could have expected, especially dealing with the injuries that we've had.
Well, I mean, at the beginning of the season, you kept telling me that we have the easiest schedule. We have the easiest schedule. I was like, yeah.
We do. It
That's
working
definitely
hard.
that's definitely helped with the injuries. It's okay, you know what I mean? So I'd definitely be interested to see what you'd look like in the playoffs. Um, and
That's what
I would have to say the same for the Packers now. I thought
I hope we draw you first round right now. That's for sure.
I thought going in to the game we were maybe a little better than Denver. And if in the beginning of the game, it seemed like we were maybe a little better than Denver.
It's a very good
Um,
game. I mean, if
yeah,
Jordan Love doesn't throw the two picks, and you don't lose your offensive guard as long with along with everybody else, and three sacks allowed.
yeah, he looked like he was running for his life there. I only really saw like the real last 8 minutes of it, truly watched it. And what I saw was just him running for his
Yeah,
life.
and he's not exactly Michael Vick.
He's not. He can get he's maybe a little faster than Patrick Mahomes, way faster now. But I mean just a little
Way
maybe a little
faster. Yeah, I was gonna say way faster
way
now.
faster now. But a little faster than Patrick Mahomes.
I
Losing
mean,
Micah
I'd
Parsons.
like to see those two race, but yeah,
Yeah, right. Losing Micah Parsons though, and Christian Watson, and Evans, and Zach Thomas. They're like, what the fuck? I mean, losing Tucker Kraft was bad enough. You know what I mean?
I
It was like, that's our big injury for the year. We're done.
yep. Welcome to our boat. You've lost your two best players.
Right now, we've lost our two best players. Now we're the Niners. Now we got to somehow figure out how to take a little bit of a harder schedule and get some victories out of it.
So true, so true.
So we'll see. But I must say this. I expect a return of Lucas Van Ness, and I believe the Jedi Master, Micah Parsons, will be all over him, allowing the Padawan to become the Jedi he should be. And I'm telling you right now, I told you he was, before we got Micah Parsons, I told you on this exact show, the one we do, that he would be in the running for Defensive Player of the Year. And then he got injured and we got Micah Parsons. So that like changed fucking like everything. But I still think he has the potential to be that quality of a defensive player. And you're about, we'll find out right now because now it's back. The spotlight's back on him and Rashawn Gary. You know what I'm saying? So it's his time to shine. And I'm pretty sure Micah Parsons will be in his ear the whole time on the sidelines, telling him what to do. You know, I don't
How to
know.
run faster, all that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, stuff like that. Definitely can't run as fast as him. Micah Parsons is fast. I'm hoping this injury doesn't change the player he is, because that would be just
So
horrible.
to answer the question up top, is it panic time or you guys feel confident, ready to roll into playoffs?
Is it panic time? Oh, it's panic time. It's if Christian Watson doesn't come back. I mean, the offense started to really open up with Christian Watson, and if Christian Watson doesn't come back for say, I mean, our only saving grace is that we've beaten the Lions twice. So if we tie the Lions, we'd still make the playoffs and not the Lions. That's where my brain's going now. I went from winning the division to being like,
Well, you got that weird tie, so you can't really tie anybody.
right?
You're gonna either
So,
win or lose by a half game.
right, I guess so. That's kind of where we're at in this weird world.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I mean, I'm now like hoping to like stay afloat right now until we figure out. I mean, I guess when you're playing in Denver, we never beat Denver ever in Denver. So apparently we don't beat Denver.
Denver wins every game by 2 points this year.
So I was like, all right, whatever. We lost that game, no big deal. But losing those all those players, that's fucking huge deal.
True that.
I think we still make the playoffs. I just don't know where we go when we get there. It'll depend on Lucas Van Ness and the rest of the defense.
Ah, you're screwed.
Who's first?
Go ahead, man.
Let me go to my questions page of this whole autobiography. Okay. All right, here we go. You ready? Question number one. We thought the Chiefs were done, but after the Patrick Mahomes injury, are they really done now? I mean, this Chiefs,
So
this
that's
this Chiefs.
ACL. It's like that's 9 months, right?
Yeah.
All right, so he's out till game 5 of next year ish.
If not long, if not just being put back on the regular team and still having to clear 4 games before he can play, or you know,
Oh, all right. So what's the question? What do you do if you're the Chiefs?
are they done now? I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
you're
Oh,
talking 2 years now. So
for sure.
is this whole team disband now? I
Well,
mean,
Kelsey and Jones were on the downslope, and those were their two best guys besides Mahomes, obviously. So yeah, I mean, I think it's rebuild time. I mean,
rebuild time, right?
I wouldn't go the route of the Raiders. I probably
No,
wouldn't trade Patrick Mahomes, but
I would never go to one of the Raiders.
think if you could get some some picks and stuff for some of your veterans, or get rid of some of that speed wide receiver because you can't all run fly routes all the time,
No,
or
no.
screen thingies or whatever. They just run fast. I mean,
So try to get some draft capital.
yeah, diversify the receiver room, draft capital. You're gonna have to rebuild the line and stuff, D line especially.
Right. So you got a stopgap quarterback for the year. So you got to find that person. And then you try to draft receivers for Patrick Mahomes, but who are going to play with a guy right now.
Garoppolo.
You're going to play with Jimmy Garoppolo for 7 weeks. And then you're going to play with Patrick Mahomes for the rest of the year. And then we'll see what happens the year after that. So now you're
Well,
talking 3 years before the Chiefs are actually back in the spotlight with Patrick Mahomes, who's 3 years
no, I
old.
mean last time they left the spotlight, it was what 40 years. So I'm saying they're done for a while.
Yeah. All right.
No one wants. It's cold in Kansas City. No one wants to go there.
So you're seeing a big dump of players and a bunch of new young players coming in and waiting for dad to get back better and so they can play football.
That's where I'm going with that.
Where you going with that? Okay. Okay, for
Like,
4 points, because I answered it for you, apparently. All right.
perfect. Good conversation.
We're gonna go quarterback to quarterback. Should the Bengals trade Burrows?
And just start scratch there. I don't think you can. I mean, he's just so good and likable. You've got to keep that little bastard around.
Yeah, but he's not liking being there anymore. Like
Uh, I didn't realize he was unhappy with being in the shittiest part of Ohio, in the shittiest part of the country.
with the
Um,
shittiest owners and on the shittiest def I mean, I don't think they're ever going to build a true team around him. So, should the Bengals trade Burrows?
I mean, it's so tough to get that elite quarterback, and since they have zero defense, they pretty much have to outscore people. No, I'm sticking with Burrows. I'm sticking with my guns. Burrow stays, Chase stays. We're just gonna have fun. We don't really care if we make the playoffs. We just like Joe Burrow.
Okay. I don't know if that's how Joe Burrows feels though.
No.
I'm just saying. So you're saying stick with the team. I say trade him,
I mean, if Joe Burrow could trade himself, sure, go ahead. See if you can see if you can go to the Dolphins or something like that. That'd be sick.
but he doesn't have to sign his next contract,
Yeah, I don't think he can trade himself either. But yeah, I can see Burrow on the Dolphins. That'd be cool. The next little Dan Marino down there.
right? In Miami in the sunshine,
And in the sunshine.
out of
Yeah,
Cincinnati. Ooh. Get him a couple good receivers. Well, he's got Waddle. You just need to get another one.
exactly. Good wide receivers grow on trees when you're a good quarterback.
That's true. Jamar Chase would prob-
He makes Io Vicious look good.
Jamar Chase would be like the Jimmy Butler of Miami. He'd be the new one.
Yeah, he would.
He'd go down there, he'd tear that up. He'd like that. That'd be a nice place. You know what? Then he just wouldn't have to vacation there. He lives there.
Exactly.
That'd work out for him.
Yeah.
All right. I like where you go with that. I'm going to give you 8 points for the going to Miami. for saving yourself in the end. Burrow's in Miami. Chase follows a year later, like Devontae followed Rodgers. Except
Nice.
they're the younger version of that. You know what I mean? Aaron Rodgers
Slightly
went there
under.
at 41 and 35-year-old Devontae Adams followed him. It was like, okay,
Like, yeah, kind of cool.
kind of cool, but 27 and 25, that's cool. You know?
For
So,
sure.
all right. My last question is also a quarterback question. Can Philip Rivers win a game at 45 years old?
I really thought this was going to go Josh Allen, Drake May with all the quarterbacks. I thought those were definitely one of
No,
the next. That game was crazy, by the way. But
I'm more
can
interested.
Philip Rivers win a game? Well, he's not going to beat the Niners. Who else has he got on the schedule? It's that guy.
So,
Um,
one loss.
one loss. Yep. See if I got this. Let me check the schedule real quick here. I got this Colts right here. Colts, 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 Colts. There we go. Colts.
Let's get to see what they got left.
Who we got left? All right. We
And you
got
and you tell me if they can win a game.
Niners, Jags, Texans. The answer is no.
The answer is no.
10 points. Moving on. I did. I mean, honestly, Jacksonville and Trevor Lawrence are playing the best football I've seen Jacksonville play in a long time. So they're not going to lose to Philip Rivers. Texans defense is scary to everybody.
Yes.
So bye 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 bye
Bye
Philip
bye,
Rivers.
Philip Rivers.
And yeah, I don't think he's beating the Niners. I guess the Niners are his best
His
chance.
best chance is the Niners.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
Damn.
Damn, sorry, Philip. It was cool though, and he got his insurance extended another 5 years. Pay for
Did
all those kids' dental visits.
now does he have to wait 5 years again for the Hall of Fame? Fair question.
Probably,
So he's gonna
unless he's unless he's involved in like an active thing. Like, is it in the process already? I don't know.
I don't think so. I mean, he would have been hitting 5 years out, so I'm sure he would have been a he would have been able to be put on the ballot. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I think he has to wait now.
He has to wait 5 more years.
I think that's the way that works.
He'd be the
That's
oldest
all
first
right. I don't
time
think he was going to make it anyway. Do you think he's going to make it? I don't think he makes it.
in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. How picky are they about the quarterbacks? I feel like he's not quite.
Is Dan Fouts in the Hall of Fame?
I fucking hope so.
I mean, Dan Fouts never won a Super Bowl, did he?
No, but he was the best, like one of the top three quarterbacks for 12 years in a row.
I mean,
Philip Rivers was the best quarterback, sort of, for like 2 or 3 years.
all right.
I
Well,
don't know.
maybe maybe he came back because he knew he wasn't going to get into the Hall of Fame, and he figured if he came back and just won a game at 45, like the guy from fucking The Longest Yard, Burt Reynolds or Adam Sandler. If he
I
just
mean, yeah. Now that you mention it, I guess he was still like eighth in yards all time or something crazy like that. So I guess if you're top 10 in yards all time, you probably make the Hall.
I would assume Philip Rivers
That's
would
pretty good. That's pretty good stats wise.
he would make it eventually. I'm assuming. He threw a
Yep.
lot of touchdowns. You can have 8 points. And
All right.
I would have given you 10 for the Niners thing because I thought that was like, yeah, if he does beat the Niners, that's his best chance. But after
That's not
listening to the
not
last 3 games of his schedule, we brought you in to beat these 4 teams. You brought me in to beat these 4 teams? Okay. Well, I can't beat these 4 teams. We don't play like Cleveland or Carolina at all in that
right.
4 game stretch. We played the Texans and the Jaguars. Shoot.
That's it. I can't believe you led me right into my first question. Bam. All right. Questions about the NFC. Let's see here. Falcons and Saints beat Tampa Bay and Carolina. All
And the Saints beat
right, so they're both 7-7, 3 games left, and
the
two against each other. So, I mean, I want to ask, like, does it even matter if either of these teams make it? But who do you got coming out? Tampa Bay, Carolina. I think Tampa Bay's got the tiebreaker as of right now.
and the return of a lot of players. And that's probably why they're at the standings they're at, right? lose all the receivers. Lost half their offense. Two running back, one running, the best running back, and two receivers. So I think I got to give the edge to Tampa Bay. Even though I did like where Carolina was going, and I would like to see Carolina. I'd like it's always Tampa Bay coming out of that division. I hate the fact that it's always
Ever
Tampa Bay.
since Brady went there, yeah.
Yeah, ever since Brady went there, it's just been Tampa Bay coming out of that division. So I mean, I think I would like to see somebody different come in. Not saying that I want to see anybody other than the Packers come out of the North, but I think we got a losing record against the Bucks in the playoffs. So I'd like you just don't want to see the Bucks. You know what I mean? It's like who we playing the Bucks? Fuck, that sucks. So yeah, but I think with the return of the players and Baker Mayfield, I think Baker Mayfield's key in that thing too. Don't forget that. So Tampa Bay, I think Baker Mayfield right now is a better quarterback than Bryce Young.
Yeah, not really much of a question, I don't think. With the weapons coming back, I think Tampa Bay is probably going to beat Carolina 2 out of 3 times. I just don't know how they got here. I mean, yeah, the loss of Bucky and the receivers. We could call it injuries, but I mean, we all have.
I thought him as an 11-6 team or a 12-5 team. You know what I mean? I didn't see him as a fucking
We,
what are they
we
6
didn't have
wins?
much of a conversation earlier in the year. You know
No.
what I mean? It was like,
Yeah.
Tampa Bay, yeah, just
Yeah. Let's just move
move them
on.
on. Actually, we liked Atlanta a lot.
A lot. I liked Atlanta a lot because they improved the defense, and I we both thought Penix could throw any throw. You know what I mean? So that's got to be, but the speed of the defenses are different, and play is different, and being able to throw every throw in college is different than being able to throw every throw in the pros because you got to throw it much more accurate in the pros. The- this much, like that's how much space you get. It's like fuck.
Exactly.
So yeah. Yeah, but the Bucks, I think they got it. Even though Kyle Pitts got you 45 points, I don't think that's changed anything. Isn't it Kirk Cousins now? Did
Yeah,
Kirk Cousins get you 45 points in a fantasy football game?
you fucking like that.
You like that? How you like that? How you like that, motherfucker? Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah, thank you, Kyle Pitts, for getting me to the semifinals of our fantasy football league.
You know the guy that I played this week in the ESPN league thing I'm in had Kyle Pitts on the bench and
Nah,
and lost. He lost by like 26 points, and I don't believe his other tight end got 19 or whatever. You know what I
hell
mean?
yeah, definitely not.
No,
Yeah,
so
I don't know. I was rewarded because I had him in all 3 of my fantasy leagues, and he finally stepped up in a huge, huge time. Didn't
I
matter. I
cut,
won by 60, but it's all right.
I cut him
Sorry, Grant. Love you, buddy.
like 3 weeks ago in this league that I'm in. And then that guy must have picked him up. But he didn't start him.
But he didn't start him, so good for him, bad for him.
Yeah, you know what?
He'll start him next week, and he'll get 6.
That's why I said sit him. That's why I
Yeah,
told you to just sit that guy because this week it's a 7 week, it's a 7 or 8 point week this week.
nah, they got to trust him. They're going to keep throwing to him.
Kirk Cousins, baby.
Kirk Cousins, baby.
How you like that? All right, what you got?
What you got? All right. Rams and Seahawks in the NFC keep winning. This Thursday, Rams at Seahawks. Huge for this division. Who you got?
I got Seahawks.
Seahawks at home.
I do.
You know that the Niners always beat the Rams always beat the Seahawks, and the Seahawks always beat the Niners.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You're going against that, huh?
Uh-huh.
Seahawks at home. Okay.
Uh,
Trust in Sam Darnold.
I'm trusting Sam Darnold. I'm trusting uh the defense, the 12th man. Coach is doing pretty well. I don't know. I like where Seattle's going. I don't know. The Rams seem to be warm or cold lately.
And
So,
both their big stud receivers are kind of dinged, which makes them slightly less effective.
um, the Seahawks.
No, the Rams. Adams and Pakua are both
Oh
dinged
yeah,
up.
both of them are hurt. I saw Adams was injured. I didn't know Puka got hurt.
He's
I
questionable this week. I believe he's going to play, but
Oh yeah, he played. He's a big young
he's
and
got
strong.
something.
But
He's,
Devontae, if he's questionable, you might not see Devontae. Just he's a lot older than Puka and the rest of the team.
yeah, he doesn't go into my tough guy starting 11.
Oh no, not at all. Hell no. Um, yeah, I like
Yeah,
Seahawks. I do. I like the Seahawks. I don't want to take anything away from the Rams.
I know. I think this is where Stafford kind of shows his thing. I give you 7 points because I mean 12th man and all that, whatever.
Oh
It's
man, you know, they
going to
might
be tough, but I think the Rams go up to Seattle and they take care of business and they knock the Niners out of the possibility of a 1 seed. If Seattle wins, all we got to do is beat Seattle and we get the 1 seed, I think. I've heard two different things. One says conference records, the bye, and the other guy was talking that apparently it's record against common opponents is the first tiebreaker. So if that's the case, I think the Rams pretty much already got it.
Hmm.
Anyway, it's a big game. Go
All these
Seattle.
games are big now for you
Oh yeah.
because you could either be number one or the wild card team, like the last wild card team.
Yeah, right.
So all these games are big. The Bears game, that's big for you. You've already
Can't
said
wait.
that though.
Dude, I think all our games are in like prime time the next 3 weeks. We got Colts Monday night, we got Bears Sunday night, and then they could flex the Seahawks Niners game to the night game too.
Packers got two Saturday games in a row.
No, that's
Not,
right.
it's not prime time, but it's definitely on TV time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that
I
works.
mean, that's on TV time everywhere. So that's kind of prime time. Not like a Sunday night or Monday night or Thursday night. All
All
right.
right. All right. The Bears crushed the Browns last weekend. Shador Sanders had a super shitty day. That's not part of the question. I just wanted to mention it. The Packers coming off all their injuries. Packers, Bears, Saturday. Packers are favored by 2. If you were spending my money, would you take the Packers?
Am I spending your money?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking the Packers.
Okay.
He's talking about. It's not my money. Um,
Yeah, but you still want to win.
I still think we will win. I think I still think the return of Jaden Reed is a big deal. And the and I think Matthew Golden will take Christian Wood. The Bears can't cover anybody. So the lack of Micah Parsons is one thing, but they can't cover any receivers. So we're still going to have a good day throwing the ball. They're
Ooh,
going
so
to
what
have
you're
to,
saying is take the over.
yeah, because I think Caleb Williams will have a little bit more free play or more free time,
Right.
but
Yeah.
he can't throw the ball. So it's like, do we play run heavy? Because Micah Parsons wasn't our run heavy defense guy. You know what I mean? He was more a go get the quarterback guy. So do we
Pace
focus
the
on that?
football.
You
He's
know,
like the Bobby Boucher of the NFL. It's like, Micah, line up wherever you want. Go get the football.
pretty much. So since we don't have Bobby anymore, does Van Ness just play his role as a quarterback rusher, run stopper? Because he's kind of just a bigger, not, a dominant guy, but he for the outside rush speed wise, but he's definitely somebody who plays well in tackling the runner and getting to the cornerback. He's like in the middle of two, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I don't know. I still think the Packers win. So that's my answer.
Sure. Let's see. You have 16 points. 3 it is because you're completely wrong. I just really needed a win, to be honest. I think yeah, take the over. That I should
I
have.
think you should definitely take the over if it's in the 40s. You should definitely beat it. I mean, it's going to be a high scoring game, I think. Just
Nice. I like it.
because just because I mean, I have no faith in our cornerbacks either, but every once in a while Valentine and Nixon pull it off, but
They are gamblers. They're like
they're kind of gamblers,
little riverboat gamblers out there.
right? So, I don't know. I still think the Packers win in Chicago.
Nice, man. Football has been sick. I'm enjoying the season, that's for sure.
It's changed a little bit this week for me, but yep, go football.
We still have good records. We don't have our best team, but we still got a chance.
I start heavily on DraftKings next week, so let's bring it on.
Bring it home, baby.
Let's bring it home strong. All right. I'm just saying.
Yes, sir.
You got
Performance
any
of the
performers of
week.
the week there, bub?
Yeah, and this is it's kind of a weird one. I've never talked about boxing really on this show, but Terrence Crawford retired 42 and 0. He won 18 different world championships across like five different weight classes. His last two matches, he bumped up. He went down a class, then bumped up three, and just beat the champions in both divisions.
Ugh.
Super impressive, quality boxer. So he
Quality boxer.
retired.
Yeah,
Kind of a
Crawford's a good
lifetime
boxer.
achievement performance of the week, if you will.
That's a lifetime achievement performance of the week.
Yeah.
Very nice. I don't even know if I have anybody good enough to follow a lifetime achievement form of the week. I don't. I mean, Brunson played phenomenal, 34 some odd points a game, 5 assists, 5 rebounds. It was some really impressive.
He had a nice week.
Yeah. Um, so for what's going for me, I guess I mean, Packers lost. Nothing else. I didn't see anything else. I saw the inside of a mail truck for like 12 hours a day. That sucked. So, yep, I'm gonna let it go with Terrence Crawford. I think that's awesome. I believe I've seen a few of his fights. I've seen him go from division to division, or you know what I mean, and win. Like, dude, that dude doesn't care where he goes. He just kicks people's asses. So,
Yeah, he was like a sweet pea, except for with more power. I mean, 31 knockouts. You know, Whitaker never knocked out 31 people.
no,
So he was, for me, a little bit more entertaining. So yeah, Terrence Crawford, good job.
good job. I like it. Good performer of the week. What are you excited for next week?
Besides the obvious football entertainment, I think the Carolina Tar Heels play Ohio State, I think, on Thursday night. And I love when Ohio State loses to any of my teams. So go college basketball, I guess.
Well, you're going to have a good week then. I can't imagine that the Ohio State Buckeye basketball team is going to beat the North Carolina Tar Heels.
8-2 against 10-1. So it could be all right.
All right.
We'll see what's
Well,
up.
go Ohio State for being 8-2, man. That's pretty
Yeah,
awesome. Yeah, right. That's great. I'm excited for football, and Ben's back this week, so I think I'll be excited for that.
nice. 1 week closer to January.
Doesn't even end in January, to be honest with you, because everybody sends their shit back, and then they get the returns of all the shit that they wanted. So you still have like this 10-day, 12-day, 2 week kind of like, what's going on? Why are we still working hard? What are all these packages for? Gift cards that people get. Everybody gets a gift card. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's why I buy my son only virtual money. So he can only buy stuff there and it just instantly comes to him and I don't have to deliver it later.
Perfect.
Perfect. Yeah, no, I don't know. Here it comes. But I'm waiting for the new year, that's for sure. All right. With that being said, I'm out of here.
Festivities.
Festivities or goodbye or hello.
Like and subscribe. Do it now.